Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into something real, something that hits a lot of men in their 30s hard. The fear that they're going to live a meaningless and unimpactful life. That sinking feeling that you're just going through the motions, not leaving a mark and not mattering. If you've ever felt this, you're not alone. It's like a quiet panic that creeps in when you're scrolling social media or lying awake at night wondering, is this all there is? But here's the thing. There's a way to face this fear head on, and it comes from an ancient teaching that's more relevant than ever. Today we're going to unpack the 4 worst-case scenarios men dread most, and then I'll share a powerful lesson that can transform how you live. So stick with me. This one's going deep. Let's get into it. All right. Why does this fear of a meaningless life hit so hard in your 30s? You're at this point where you're not a kid anymore, right? You've got responsibilities, bills, maybe a family, a career. Time starts feeling like it's slipping away. You see friends or influencers living these big, bold lives, and you're stuck wondering, am I doing enough? Will my life matter? This isn't just about failing, it's about feeling like your existence doesn't have weight, like you're not living for something bigger. And that fear boils down to 4 nightmare scenarios that keep guys up at night. So let's break them down one by one, and then I'll show you how to flip the script. First up, being trapped in a life of mediocrity. This is the fear, that you'll spend your life stuck in a soul-crushing job or a routine that feels like Groundhog Day. No growth, no passion, just coasting. You're checking boxes, paying bills, climbing the corporate ladder, but inside, you're empty. Imagine hitting 50 and looking back at your 30s and seeing nothing but years of monotony. No risks taken, no dreams chased, just survival. It's terrifying, right? Society tells you to play it safe, get the stable job, buy the house, but what if that safety traps you in a life that doesn't feel like it's yours? In your 30s, you're supposed to be building something meaningful, and the idea of wasting that time on good enough is a gut punch. Number 2, no lasting impact. This one's about legacy. Men in their 30s start thinking about what they'll leave behind. Maybe a family, a business, or just a ripple that says, I was here. The fear is that you're going to fade away without making a difference, that your life won't matter to anyone. Picture this. You're gone, and a few years later, your name doesn't come up. Your work didn't change anything. You didn't touch anyone's life. That's the nightmare. It's not about fame, it's about knowing your life had purpose, whether through helping others or creating something or standing for something bigger. When you see others out there making waves, it's easy to feel like you're falling short. Number 3, unfulfilled potential. This one cuts deep. Most guys know they've got something in them, right? A dream, a talent, a spark. Maybe you wanted to start a business or write a book or just be the best version of yourself. But life gets in the way. Bills, responsibilities, fear of failure. That spark gets buried. The worst case scenario, you're 60, haunted by what if. What if you'd chased that idea? What if you'd taken that leap? In your 30s, you've still got time to pivot, but the stakes feel higher. You've got more to lose now, like a steady job or a family counting on you. Ignoring that potential, though, that's like carrying regret for the rest of your life. Number 4, alienation and loneliness. This one's heavy. The fear is that you'll chase the wrong things, maybe a flashy career or a lifestyle that looks good on Instagram, but ends up disconnected from the people and the values that matter. You could have the corner office, the nice car, but if you're alone, what's it worth? Men in their 30s see this happening. Friends drift away, relationships take a back seat to work. The nightmare is ending up in a big house with no one to share it with, or realizing you've lost touch with who you are because you chased someone else's idea of success. True purpose comes from connection to others, to your community, to your heart. Losing that, that's a life that feels hollow no matter how successful it looks. So how do you face these fears? What is he gonna say? What's his magic cure? Should I take more creatine? If I let Elon Musk implant Neuralink in my brain, will that do it? How do you make sure your life isn't mediocre, that it has impact, that you fulfill your potential and stay connected? There's a teaching from the Tibetan book of living and dying that flips this whole fear on its head. Accepting your own death is the key to living a meaningful, impactful life. Stay with me. The book says that when you truly understand that life is impermanent, that you will die someday, it wakes you up. You stop wasting time on things that don't matter, like chasing status or pleasing everybody. Instead, you focus on what's real: love, purpose, connection. Knowing life is finite pushes you to take risks, to chase that dream, to tell people you care about them now. Think about it. If you knew you had 1 year left, would you stay in that dead-end job? Would you hold back from starting that project? Would you let relationships fade? No. You'd live with intention, and that's the secret. By keeping death in mind, not in a morbid way, but as a reminder of what's at stake, you start building a life that matters. You make choices that align with your heart, not just your bank account. You create a legacy through small, meaningful acts every day. These fears, mediocrity, no impact, unfulfilled potential, loneliness, they all come from the same place, worrying that your life won't mean anything. But you have the power to change that. Take a page from the Tibetan book of living and dying. Reflect on your mortality, not to scare yourself, but to light a fire under you. Ask yourself today, what's one step I can take to live more boldly, more authentically? Maybe it's calling a friend, starting the side hustle, or just sitting quietly and figuring out what you truly value. If this resonated with you, drop a comment below. Tell me, which fear hits hardest, or how are you finding purpose? Hit that like button if you want more videos like this, and subscribe for weekly content on living with intention. Thanks for watching, guys. Let's make our lives count, and I'll see you in the next one.